Oh wait. Why? That would make sense. Good evening. Oh, it's like 6 p.m. Who should we try this mod with? This mod is interesting. I've been working on a fix. This is my fix to the military issue. I haven't made it public. It's just my personal files. Okay. So we'll go through the changes while there's 13 of you here, and then you guys can explain it to everyone else, or just who cares. I don't know why it duplicates this, but it's not really duplicated. But yeah, so we're gonna give the AI like giga tax efficiency. And we're giving him 20 max control. Specifically because we don't want a certain nerf that we made hurting them. So yeah. That way it shouldn't hurt the AI. Also, I don't know why I did this, but I changed the high aggression to be like like a much higher. I don't know if it does anything. I just like put the modifiers in there for fun. What does this mean? Maybe I shouldn't have lowered this. I don't think I did lower it. Did I lower this? I don't know. Who knows? We'll just see what happens. But who should we play? Maybe we should try like we should try Brandenburg. Oh, that's brutal. I think this is an interesting. I want to try this out. I made a lot of changes to how things work. I'll explain to you guys if you guys care. Well, just in 1 second. But I fundamentally changed how coring works. You guys have to tell me what your opinion is. I made it so that you don't have to like culture conversion doesn't matter. I just like made it so cores are the same. Like they give the same. I just give this is the same modifiers integrated. So there's no need to culture convert anymore. That was my first change. So you don't have to play the culture conversion minigame. Yeah, it's like EU4. Basically, yeah. So culture conversion shouldn't be a huge deal. So I changed subjects. When I say change, I mean like I found a way to nerf subjects that I wanted to try out. Decentralization scales to -20 max control is how we're playing it. And every subject gives you 0.1 towards decentralized. So every single subject gives you 0.1 towards decentralization. So what's the idea behind this change? The idea is that you can still use subjects, but not many. So you're encouraged to have smaller, bigger subjects if you want. This is why I gave the AI +20 max control, though, to compensate for, you know, if they're like, I don't want it to hurt the AI, right? I don't really care about that. It's more just to fuck the player over, right? Make sure they can't subject spam. You can use subjects. It's just a matter of like you're gonna need to push decentralized. Decentralization is gigabad, yeah. Like like you should be like avoiding it at all costs. You're like meant to not want to be any like you don't want negative max control, right? Which, by the way, I think is like not a bad simulation of like if you were super decentralized. I feel like actually max control is actually a reasonable modifier to lose. Yeah, probably. I mean, it's not like you can't like annex those subjects at some point, right? It would just give you a rough start. The point is that like, so I thought about this and I'm like, -10 max control. Funny enough, I don't think would be enough to disincentivize the subject spam. I think you probably just tank that, right? And say, I'm just going to play with that anyways. But -20, I feel like that might like make you think twice about it. Again, the AI is given a buff that just that the AI is giving +20 max control everywhere, so the AI will never have a disadvantage from this. Like Bohemia's chilling, you know, they got you know, their control's going to be like really really good. So very hard gives them +20. Like so, even if they're getting cooked from this, it's like, oh well, you know. They're still net positive on control. So I figure the AI is most of the time going to be that way. So it's like, yeah, we'll help them out. We'll help them out. And mostly, so we changed very hard to make it so like it's just focused on giving the AI a stability. Like that's all it really does. So instead of being like, oh, more discipline or something like that, it's like strictly. So it helps them with like Giga helps them with the state satisfaction, state recovery, diplo cost. I just didn't want them. I didn't want complacency to be a thing because I think it's stupid. So I just made it ridiculous. Giga money, control, research fee, and then -50% antagonism received, and some trade efficiency. And then I made it so the player is going to have a hard time getting mercs or professionals. I took away the penalty for forts if you don't occupy them, so you don't have to like sit there and siege every fort in a war. I made CBs at double the length that they are now, so they shouldn't expire so fast. Yeah, they do. They do indeed. I couldn't figure out how to give the player more antagonism, but I wanted to give the player more antagonism received, like up by 20% or something. But I couldn't figure that one out, so another time. I don't know if I can make them do that. I don't know how to do that. I wish they would. I mean, they have way more money. Maybe they will. They should have more control too. So basically, like, think about how this is going to affect the AI a lot. Mostly, it's going to give the AI, like, for example, like, I guess someone like France, for example, right? France starts with a scenario where like a bunch of this land is like only integrated, but now I removed that, so they're going to get a lot more value out of their land because, like, anytime the AI conquers land, they're going to get way more value out of conquering land because there's no like half integrated, right? Like once they integrate it, it's just like a full core. Like, see, the Golden Horde's actually gonna get giga buffed because they have like all this land is like not integrated. If I could figure out how to just make it all full core, I couldn't figure it out, so I just made it so the penalty doesn't exist. It's just like it's the same. Nope. The idea behind this mod is like, I want to make a more longevity to the game, and this is just like the first step, right? Like it'll be like something that I adjust as time goes on. But it's just try to make the game more balanced. So if I feel like, you know, it's not there, like, you know, something that I like will, it's just like the first test. Yeah. Economy is still the same. I haven't done like that quite of an overhaul. I mean, I don't know, like, I would definitely be interested to look at the economy. But we're not going to look at the economy yet. It has 50 base control. I don't know about that. No, I wouldn't say that. The AI will generally be very decentralized, so they're going to be hit pretty hard, but then they'll be like, so it's not like they're getting that big of a net bonus, but it will help with people that are conquering land because the AI doesn't really fully integrate their land ever, right? Because it takes way too long to do anyways. Like culture converting is ridiculously impossible now. Just basically takes away the conditions for that. And then forts are like, they don't matter as much in war. This isn't in a, like, eventually, like, maybe I'll look at the economy too, but... Oh, this looks screwed up. I think I might have screwed something up, boys. I've definitely screwed something up. I don't have a cabinet. What's going on? F. Hold on, guys. I need to fix this. I screwed something up. I think I know what it is, though. Because I definitely should have cabinet actions, you know? I think that was when I was messing with something else. Hold on. I mean, that shouldn't be an issue, right? Like, did I screw that up? Surely I did. I screwed it up, boys. Who needs cabinet action? Screw that. Well, that's unplayable. I need to find where I put that. I think I was messing with something, and that's probably how that happened. Let's see. I think I can fix that. I think I know what it is. Okay. I don't know, man. Okay. I hope I fixed that. Actually, I was gonna add, like, I was gonna give I wanted to give the AI like the ability to have like a lot of money. so they can actually play. Like I feel like sometimes maybe that's why the AI doesn't like build professionals. Like that's just the theory though. So it's like, okay, I don't want the AI to suffer because I want them to be like competitive. That is the dream. Make a good AI. Matter who we rival. Okay, we have a cabinet. Make sure we have a cabinet on the month tick. We probably need to go central like ASAP too, or we're gonna die. Yeah, get rid of that. We need to go central ASAP. I've never automate buildings or RGS. Never have. What does keep me to central? What's civil law? Oh, that's central. Okay. That was traditional distribution. I see. I see. No, I don't automate anything like that. I just automate. Only automation I ever use is trade and the assign admiral, assign general. I don't really need to do that, but oh yeah, I gotta pick the neglect. I think it's better. Oh god. Yeah, give me give me centralization, please. I need that first parliament so I can fix the centralization problem. Do you want to gain investment or lose it? I think I've gone with the lose it option before. Maybe I should try the gain. I think lose is faster, but I've done it before, so it's like it's not as interesting. Or you know. From Kamodachi. Jover. I want to see how much mercs are. And they don't seem to be any more expensive. I was just curious if they would be like unreasonably expensive. It's kind of the point. We're poor. Why are we so poor? The ability to I just make no money. Okay, I guess it is what it is. Just don't pay so much for that. What's going on here? We need to improve control. I actually think it's because I'm so decentralized that it's like the control mouse is like insane. Oh, what is this? Seems really painful to go like this way. It's okay, we're making money. We just can't. Legitimacy. Well, you can't be in 2 disasters at once, though, right? Do you even need to pay for this? Like, what's the negative benefit of being low legitimacy, anyways? What are they gonna do? Doesn't say you have to be legitimate, does it? Like, we can't get 2 disasters, right? Oh god, that's brutal. It seems like trying to gain the score is like really, really bad. All right, we gotta fix this. We gotta fix our nation ASAP. We have to go central. We're gonna die from this. The mod is meant to destroy you. Apparently, I like it. I like it. I mean, you are destroyed by the central here, right? Negative. That's like an additional. It's actually how Brandenburg used to be. Funny enough, they used to get negative 20 max control, so it's kind of just effectively like they used to be. I guess I have good control of my capital still. Yeah, I have like negative 20 max control though. We'd have to go central to get rid of that though. That's freaking misery. Going positive seems like really painful. What is this? You still have to pay money like every time. I've never gone the positive route. It seems bad though. I'm gonna die to the nobles, aren't I? Close the nobility, man. Hurry, Denmark. Get your life together. Or grab this alliance so we can don't die. Oh my god. Denmark's right there. Denmark, help. Perfect, perfect. Denmark, I'm about to lose the video game. I need your help. Oh, yes. 10 towards central. Let's go. A blasted RNG. Two tones on alliance? I don't know about that one, buddy. Rival two tones. We'll show them. Which mod? It's a mod I made. Doesn't have a name. Well, actually, it's called Fix Everything. It does have a name. That's right. I named it Fix Everything. It's like you could download it though. If you guys are just joined, we can quickly discuss what the mod does. If you guys are curious. The focus of the mod is about longevity. Or the idea with the mod, in other words, I'd like to be able to like be interested in the game for longer periods of time. And kind of like things to be more fun. So, and a lot of the changes you get, like I know are gonna be like controversial, but who cares, right? So, no, it's not released to the public. It's just my personal files or like a mod I made in my files. But okay, let's talk about it. So the penalty for not occupying forts is gone. So meaning if you're like at war with Bohemia and you don't occupy all their forts, you don't have to pay like a increase 100% war score for not occupying a fort. So that's gone. I've changed the. Oh, I didn't even put the rules on correctly. Oops. I meant to do that. But I might just eventually I might just move this to the normal settings. Probably I'll do that, but basically the game rules for the player are like, so this is an attempt at rebalancing levy versus professional for the player to make it like really expensive for mercenaries and armies. So this is like a and this is just like a lazy attempt at it, you know? Like, okay, I'll just make it like very, very hard for the player to have an army at least, and that'll at least slow down the player, and is the hope, right? So you can't really, it's gonna be like way, way expensive for you to have professionals or mercs, and then the player the AI gets like specific buffs, but most of them are just focused on them being like really successful. So like super, like ridiculous estate satisfaction, diplomatic cost, tax efficiency, max control, and antagonism received, so they can like conquer more. And so they don't have any combat buffs. And the modifiers are also like just kind of I'm going with the extreme to kind of test what happens. So I think like 50% tax efficiency is like relatively high, but I'd rather like get results out of it being too high and then like tone it back. But and then I don't really know what the aggressiveness did, or I was gonna do this, but I made it so their aggressiveness is higher, their carefulness is lower, and then the months between the war is from 6 to 1. So okay, that covers that. Corn's different. There is no. So what I've done here, and essentially, culture conversion isn't necessary anymore. So the integrated has the same modifier as core. I would just make everything core, but I couldn't figure out how to do it. So the point being is that like you don't have to play the culture minigame. But that also affects the AI, right? Because like now Golden Horde's like going to be like way stronger probably, because they're gonna have like more control. I guess they don't because they're super decentral anyways, and they have Banner Lordship, so it's not really gonna help them. But culture conversion's dead. We don't care about that, right? But like it's gonna help. It will help the AI a lot too, because when they conquer land, they're not very good at the culture minigame either, right? So it's gonna like help the AI out a lot with that. And then I made CBs double the length, so instead of being 4 years, I think they're 8 years. Oh, like decentralization change. So decentralization scales now the -10 max or -20 max control. So decentralization is like giga bad. So that's something that I changed. So the point of this, here's like the logic. Here's the logic behind this. Why? So it's like I want decentralization to be bad and something that you should actively want to avoid. And if you're decentral, then I feel like it's actually not a bad simulation to say that you would lose max control because you're so decentralized. And the reason I did -20 is because I felt like -10 wouldn't be enough to decentivize the subject spamming, right? So I made it 20. So you don't gain max control if you're going central. either. It's not like a positive. It's just a negative, right? So, and then they made every vassal give 0.1 essential trend. Like, I mean, maybe this is too far, but the point being is, so like before it was like, I think 0.2. So it's like every subject has like a really big investment cost. So if I have one subject now, that is that's negative, like that's a huge push towards decentral. So the idea, or like what I'm trying to get the player to do, is use less subjects but bigger subjects. That's the point of it. So it's like every subject, like you can have subjects, but you're gonna need to like value this as like, okay, I have enough centralization trend that I can afford like a couple subjects, and I might like lower this to like 0.5. Obviously, this is just like the more extreme example, but the idea is that like you would have like one or two subjects that you like feed land to instead of like a million little subjects. So if you have a million little subjects, it'll just destroy your control, right? So anyways, that's like the incentive behind that. So I'm like, okay, decentralization is bad, and it will hurt you, and you like actively want to avoid that, and you can't make a ton of subjects. But again, the AI is buffed so that it doesn't hurt them. The AI is intentionally given 20% max control, because most of the time the AI is going to be super decentralized, right? Like this, like, so this is just like this is literally just like a canceling effect for like France. So it's not like gonna like affect like that it doesn't really do anything for them. It's more to stop the player from spamming vassals, and the player to use bigger vassals. It's also just like the first iteration of what I'm trying, like, you know. But I do like, I thought about like the integration, and I'm like, I do think, like, I don't think the culture conversion is like interesting, or like a good simulation of history, like, or you know, like you don't just culture can be people like that. And so if it's not tied to coring, you're like you don't care about it. So there's my logic on like why I'm doing the things I'm doing. I guess I can just have no legitimacy, right? Like they can't stop me. How do I make such little money that even without paying for legitimacy? You can't have two disasters, right? What are they gonna do? I've never gone this route though and tried to get like the max. Like getting the max score seems way harder. What's this? Oh god. That's how it actually will work. By the way, Patrick, because that, like, you know, culture will still affect manpower in that way. Like I won't be able to build like armories outside of my culture, even if it's like not affected by control. It's like in this scenario, like my nation here, it's like I couldn't get the value from like armories over here, right? It's just a matter of like, it's not gonna hurt your control. I think this is like actively bad, right? Is that? I guess that's not that bad. Can I go to worst setting? Maybe. Oh, I forgot to mention, improved relations doesn't do anything to antagonism. That's another rebalance. Or at least I think I did. I probably didn't actually. I didn't test it. That's what I want to have happen. If whether or not it works is up for debate. 2 AE drop. Like it's just supposed to not drop a, or I don't know if I figured it out properly, but eventually I'll figure it out. That's the idea, is that so you can't improve relations to lower antagonism. Like you have to, like, I guess, wait for antagonism to go down if you want to go that route. I don't know if I'm gonna win. Need Denmark to carry me. Eventually I was gonna make it so forcing somebody into a war costs like way more favors. I have negative with that thing. I think so. But that's just me. I don't know if I can win. I still think it looks like no. Maybe with my subject I could, I don't know. It's not super winnable, is it? Diplo rep and improve relations and war score cost. Remember, Diplo rep translates to less antagonism. And more improved relations translates to being able to reduce antagonism more. Not with this mod, but in general, I mean. Is this winnable? I don't even think it's winnable. It might be. They're gonna kill us for, yeah. Listen, we gotta go fast. Oh no, it's Jover. It's fully Jover. I haven't modified any claims yet. We'll see, guys. Can I mark up? Is it like impossibly expensive? I bet it's impossibly expensive. No. There's just nowhere to hire mercs, I see. Can we base race? So you gotta see if the base race is like broken OP now, though. Might be too good. Ooh. Yeah, this is just hard loss. It's okay, I'll tag him to them, make him quit, you know? Maybe I'll fix that too. You can't demand the capital unless it's occupied, which is like fine. I could edit that though. This war is completely lost though. Why did you call me Red Hawk? Yeah, okay, then it might be cooked here, it might be cooked. Shouldn't have declared the war, you know? It's okay, we'll go back, we'll go back. Look at my flag. What's wrong with my flag? What does the mod change? Some stuff. Okay, we don't go to the war. We don't go to the war. We need to get rid of our subject. It's, you know, the worst. Although I kind of want to have like a subject, but I think in the early we want to get rid of the subject probably as soon as possible. I'm curious to see what the AI will do with this. I think I may have screwed up the AI in some ways, but I don't know. It's like super bad to go the other route, man. Yeah. Do I? Okay, yeah, that's fine. Well, surely. They're gonna lose. Let's test if I fix worked. Yeah, this is a no modifier anymore. Good. You don't have to siege every fort anymore. War doesn't have to be painful. So war is like going to be heavily about like just winning battles. That is crazy. All right, can we fix another law? Does anyone make money for me? Like, it's like nobles? Nobles. Okay, favor the nobility. The important part is that we don't go to central. Yeah. We can't get anything through. Well, I guess maybe we could. We just need to get off of decentralization because it's like really bad. It's not that bad actually, right? It's not that bad. I guess. I didn't know you could like cheese this though. It's kind of interesting. Like you can't be in two disasters, so you can just like, you know. I'm really curious how much money the AI has on the buffs. It must be insane, right? Just like curious, like are they like, oh, they're not even that rich. Hey, you guys suck. How do they still have? Is it because I'm looking at them? Probably because I'm looking at them, but maybe it ruins it if I tag into them. How do I see their tax efficiency? I don't know if I can. Ledger, yeah. I don't know. I don't know how to look at money. I'm just curious if like, man, the Golden Swords still lose, even if they're buffs, man. What's wrong with these guys? Countries tab? Oh. No one's that rich then, are they? Yeah, but I gave them. They should have. Wait, I guess they're. Oh my gosh, Poland, no, not like this. What's happening to Poland? Oh, maybe I should befriend Bohemia. Yeah, I mean, I gave them a good buff to their control though. They should be happy. I mean, I just can't save them from their own idiot. Like they're just idiots. They're too decentral to get much of a value out of it. But the core thing should actually be the biggest thing that helps them. Like the getting them more max control. But it's just like it's just not enough. Definitely, it definitely should make them stronger though. Just not by enough to let matter. But it really, France is actually is one nation that really tends to benefit. Wait, never mind. He already accepted all their cultures anyways. Anyone that like conquers though, like Egypt's gonna be stronger because they get more control. Anyone that conquers land should be stronger. Do people hate me? No. So I had this like really interesting idea. Maybe it's not interesting, but I was like, what if we made stability like kind of like a mana? And how you would do that just so you're like more incentivized to pay for it. And my idea for like doing that was make it so no CB was like the primary way that you went to war. Like take away Parliament CB, take away like any other CB, and then you would like need to do this, but then make no CB like not. For one, I would take away the double cost in the HRE. And then like make it like maybe like 15 stab. So you're like you need to pay to go to war, but it's not like unreasonable amount of stability, but just the idea that kind of gives you something additional that you want to spend that on. Just an idea though. Dude, getting an investment score kind of sucks. Why can't I attack? I still want to attack Stettin, you know? Denmark. Help me out. Useless ally. Yeah, H2 stuff. Should I go communal? I'm pretty essential right now. I don't need to really push it any further. Probably fine. Oh, I nerfed it. I got it defensive, by the way. I forgot to mention that. It only gives negative or 10 fort defense instead of 50. So it's like matched with the... I wanted to match it with offense instead of it being 5 times better than offense. I should push communal. I don't have any legitimacy. I should just pay for that. How am I making money right now? Why is the Black Death already over? Why does that happen? Like it went away. Huh? It's not. I know it's not over. Okay, it just like does that. Like no. Yeah, sure. How two people have 2-4 to get infected? I don't know how that works. Bro, why do I have another civil war? It's because I keep clicking these events. If you curtail, if you like go like this path, it's like really bad. I think it's like it seems way worse. Like instead of going negative, you're going positive. Seems like terrible. God, I lost my capital. Yeah, it seems like way worse though to try to push your investment up. Why would you do this? It seems like a trap. I think I just reset my burgers though. Pretty sure I just got new burgers. Yeah. It's okay. Now I don't have market fairs. Market fair is good. It's kind of bad, right? I mean, it's good. I feel like it's a trap to go the positive value though. Oh my gosh, it's bad. It's like so bad. I have no good people. They all dead. Oh, it's because the commoners don't like me. Okay, I'm gonna push communals and they'll like me again. How many people are? I can only get 1,000 people. It's okay. Denmark will carry, right? Will Denmark carry? Or no? I don't know. Yeah. I couldn't save them. What do I want? I need to do. I could do like a lot of changes. I just don't know what I want. Oh, by the way, I have plans to change humanist and spiritualist for the mod. What I want to do is give humanist scaling +2 tolerance of heathens and heretics, and spiritualist plus tolerance of the true faith +2. So you can like choose if you want to go like more towards, and then take away like the negative conversion from either or something. Very vaguely what I want to do, but something like that. Since culture conversion doesn't really matter. Although I guess culture conversion could be good for like niche things like, but I think accepting cultures would be like more ideal for armories and stuff. It's also still good for like rebels and stuff. Can I be the emperor? No. Nope. I could I'll just vote for Bohemia. We'll be friends. Do they hate me? What? You really want negative 20 max control? You think it's worth a vassal swarming for that? That's a lot of max control negative. What do you want me to do? Scale it to a negative 100 to really cook you? I mean, I guess I could do that. I could make it negative 100, but that seems like it'd be kind of overkill, right? That way, if you get literally zero control, if you have too many subjects, but I feel like that's to be a little bit overkill. You would really still go vassal swarm with negative 20 max control? I feel like you'd misunderstand. Like maybe I misunderstand what that would do, but it feels like it'd be really bad. The mod is meant to just rebalance things. I don't know if that's. I really think that. I'd be curious. I feel like that's too much. So you guys, you're saying that you would tank the negative 20 max control and just still vassal spam? That seems crazy. But maybe I'm off fate. Like maybe you're right. I don't know. You definitely would. I don't know, man. Negative 20 control, it seems like it'd be kind of bad. I mean, I guess. I mean, I could make it worse. I could get it further, but I think it'd be like, I don't know. I don't know though. I think if you vassal spam, like negative 20 control seems like it'd be kind of bad. And if you have negative control, like you know. It's not like a mod you can download. I don't even know. It's just like it's called Fix Everything though. But it's not like downloadable. I'm working on that, but so far, if you guys are just joining, I'll explain like what it does right now. So the first thing is that full integration doesn't matter. So like if you don't culture, essentially culture conversion isn't a factor. I don't know how to fix it so everything's core, but instead it's just the same modifier. So integrated rule it's the same as like core. So like no need to culture convert to get cores on is like the first major thing that's different. And then the subject meta is like decentralization scales to negative 20 max control. So you're like super like I'm trying to disincentivize you from spamming subjects. And then every single subject gives you 1.1 towards decentralization. So like I have one subject and I'm getting 0.1 towards decentral. So the idea is that you're going to be limited on how many subjects you can use. The intent is to push the player to have fewer subjects but larger. So because you like you could still have some, but you're gonna have to like get some centralization trend to like counteract it, right? And you're gonna like want to not do anything that's like you got to think of your decentralization trend as like a kind of like a currency, right? Like you can only have you don't want to go negative. I mean, you can go negative decentral and it's not gonna be that bad, but I think you would prefer to not, right? But the idea is that it's pushing you off that. And if it's not enough, if eventually I plan to like, make the mod like better and better, and and use feedback from you guys on it. But if people feel like it's not enough to disincentivize that, we can go like a step further. I just thought like that would be like, I thought that would be pretty painful that people would want to do it, but yeah, if it's not enough, we could always you know, address that. But I was like, I thought negative 20 max control would be like, I feel like that's really bad. And they would only take 10 subjects to like do that. Like if you try to, any sort of amount of subjects would be like immediately gigabad. But okay, if you're just running through, the other modifiers are game rules, but plus 200% cost to mercenary and army maintenance, just kind of like making it so the player is going to have a really hard time building professionals because the balance of that is so off. That my simple fix is make it so expensive that it's going to be like difficult for the player to do it. Because, you know, you can build 1 second professionals and just kill everybody, but like you can't afford that now. Or it's going to be like insanely hard to afford that. And then the AI is just like gigabuffed with like money. My idea here is if I give the AI a lot more money and less antagonism received, then hopefully they're going to build more professionals. I didn't want to do. I don't like military buffs though, so I like, and I hesitate to do anything with that. And then I made it so in war you don't have to occupy every fort to like take the land. Well, what I mean is that you don't have to. You don't pay extra war score cost if you don't have a fort occupied. Dude, going positive is terrible. Did I just go decentral there? Did I click the decentral? No, it's fine. It's fine. Central, okay. Oh, I nerfed defensive too. There's other things that I want to like change. I'm just like, I want to like see how it feels. Yeah, I got rid of the negative 100% unoccupied for it. I also doubled the length of CVs. Which is like, I know, random. But I'm like, okay, 60 months is low. Hey, can I fix this? What does this do? Is it good? I think you're supposed to contact the Holy Roman Emperor for the like if you go on the positive route. But the positive route sucks. I swear it's terrible. Like what the hell? I've been working on it today a bit. It's in the early stages, okay? So I have a plan. I was thinking about your no parliament mod you made and like how did it work? Because I don't want to. Here's what I was wondering about your mod, in like implementing it is like, can we make it so only the player has no parliament? Because I think that the AI like might benefit. Like I don't mind the AI benefiting from it. But that's like that's a more drastic change too. It seems like gigabad to go this direction. I actually make money though, somehow, some way. The nobility, selling food. Is Bohemia gonna be like? I think Bohemia is gonna be terrifyingly strong. Probably, aren't they? Maybe not. Oh. So I was thinking like I was thinking even just like house ruling it, like where you would go to like no parliament, but then we just like modify this so it doesn't do anything, which I think would be like easy enough, and then like change the cost to like that just be like a house rule. But I'd only do that. That's if I want to do like my idea of like stability. What I want to do is I want to make it so I don't know, that'd be drastic. It's like I want to make it so if you don't pay for stability or so obviously I think it's a bad simulation to be like, oh, you like you can't reasonably pay 0 for stability and expect your nation to like function at all, right? Like imagine that, like a nation that invested 0 in the stability of their nation. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to have like at the 50% mark, I want it to be like even. Or I guess it's fine the way it is now, but like the idea would be like it starts to like have negative value if you don't pay for, like, you start getting negative stability if you're like anything below the half mark, and like positive if you're above it. What was like my idea for like a stability like everywhere, because then it's like it hurts your economy. Like, that's kind of the idea, right? Like you're like you kind of need to pay for, because I think it makes sense. Yeah. I thought of making like, and I still want to like test it. Like, so if you make no CB like I think this would be like fun, like quality of life. Like, imagine you could just like no CB was like the default CB, right? And so we make no CB like down to like 0. Okay. Like I'm talking about like in war score, right? It's just like a base CB. But so my idea was that you like stability would be more of a resource that you want, because it's the only way to declare war, and it's a bit destabilizing to declare war, but not as much as it is now. Like maybe like a 15 to 20 stability hit to declare war. I think that would be like kind of interesting, right? And it's like I feel like that'd be like way, I mean, it would feel better to me to just be able to go to war when you want. But it's like I think it would like incentivize you. And what I was gonna do is I was gonna make negative stability like really painful. So like something like -1 tax, like -1 tax efficiency per negative stability. Because I don't think like right now it's like that painful to have negative stability. That's just like brainstorming though. But something like that where it would be like, you really want to pay for stability, or you're gonna like, I want the player to have more financial concerns so that they can't like super scale. I think I failed them. Let me see if that change even did anything though, like to antagonism. Oh, I don't have any antagonism, but why do I have 3 antagonism? It's just like, okay, weird. But I was like, okay, if we like, how much stability do you think like no CB should do? Like, what do you guys think would be like? Because I was like, okay, I don't even like rival CB. I was just thinking like, I don't know. I don't really like creating castless bellies, I guess. It's just like tedious to me, but maybe it's like good. I thought of like I thought of a couple things like for creating CBs though. One would be like I think I wouldn't be opposed to just like being able to destroy enemy on everybody. But I don't know. I kind of like the idea of no CB being like the default CB. And then just like you care about modifiers like reducing the costs for that. But it's like it hurts you because it's destabilizing. So if and like every time you co-belligerate another person, it's another, you like add on to that, right? It's not, you can't like cheese it like co-belligerating. It's like you know CB, and it'd be like, let's say it's something like 20. I think I think I'd get rid of the war exhaustion cost. Maybe even leave the antagonism cost. Like I mean maybe get rid of that too though. Like just make no CB like the I don't know, the quote unquote normal way that we go to war, sort of. I think that could be like fun. A couple things I thought about too is like the idea of passive integration could be a thing, like making it more, or making like integrate with the caveat action better. Wait, how did I lose this land? I didn't even agree to do that, did I? Or did I agree to it? Like, I don't even think I remember agreeing to that. I didn't get that event. What? Like, I swear I did not get that event. No way. I mean, I'm planning to do a lot of different things. I get 5. It's so bad to try to push this up like this. It's terrible. I was mid-annexing that guy, and they took him away from me. I mean, there's a lot of other things I'm thinking about changing too, but I thought about just like removing these all, because like, and then making it so like, I think I would want your like, I think the idea though would be like you can change laws, but it's destabilizing, but not probably like a different version of it is now, right? Like, I think it's like kind of ridiculous to change a law for 100 stability. But I'm like, what if I made this like, I don't know, like a fourth of the cost or like half? So then it's like you can change your laws without parliament because you won't have access to it. But when I say remove, I actually like want to rework parliament completely though. I've always liked the idea of parliament being like more useful to like push the values that you want to push. But I think in the short term, I would just like you still do parliament agendas, but you just can't do these things. Like the parliament requests are just like disabled. This is like terrible. I've tried to push the positive value of this, and it's like, what the heck? I also can't win any wars because I'm too bad. Oh, yo, I guess I could do that too. But I feel like parliament taxes are just something that I like. I think that it's just kind of OP. And it's like the main. Is it just me, or is that like the main thing that you guys use with parliament for? You're just like every time you're just like parliament free money every 5 years. Like after the first, I don't know, 50 years of the game or something. Obviously, in the beginning it's different, but you like have laws you want to change and stuff like that. But I kind of want to just like, what do you guys think if I just made like destroy enemy possible to use on everybody? Instead of being like only people that rivaled you. Like, I kind of would just like to remove the bullshit of like getting the luck of that, you know? Just let me just get a claim on a 0-0. You know, let me get my 0 CB anywhere. That basically just turns it into EU4 at that point, you know, like, or the CB system, like you can get a claim on whoever. I don't hate it. I wonder if there's a way to make it like I wanted it to be. You think making no CB the standard is more fun? It could be. I don't know. That would be. I think that'd be fun, but it'd be like maybe like a too like, you know, it would feel too good. Like I would basically just like delete every other CB. That probably was what I would do. I was looking at the code for the way that they make it so Imperialism CB can't take land other than Imperial land, and I'm like, I bet we could do. I bet I could do the same thing for Reconquest. Like, it doesn't seem like even too hard to code. Like, it's probably like pretty relatively easy. Just make it so like you can only take Reconquest cores in a Reconquest war. Dude, this investment score is a trap. Kind of have money though, but like it's freaking terrible. I also think I might change forts so they're like assaulting isn't impossible. Maybe the no CB option would be fun though. I kind of like the idea of just like you can go to war when you'd like, but it's like but this is the only way to go to war, and it costs stability every time you do it. It'd be like the trade-off. I think that sounds kind of interesting. So that like I'm thinking like this too. Like it would make like this better. War in different religion would be like a little bit cheaper, so you're not paying as much stability, too. Things like that. Kind of like it. I can't figure out how to make the player take more antagonism though. I couldn't figure that one out. Maybe you can look into that. Like I tried to make a modifier here, like in the game rules, to like increase antagonism, like similarly. So I was able to like give them this modifier, but like, the same modifier doesn't work in the other side, like the other way. No, there's not. It's not like published or anything. It's just like I've changed some things that I'm messing around with. That sounds interesting though. I like. What do you guys think of that idea? Like you can like no CB being like the main way to go to war. Like it, but you know, like you have to pay stability every time. But like, I think that'd be like, I don't know if I like it, but it's an interesting idea. Is this war easy? I think it was, right? Yeah. Wait, why I didn't even make it to 100, did I? Thought I didn't. I guess I did. There was no way that I was at 100. I don't even believe that for a second. They're kind of grouping up. I don't know. It's kind of spooky, you know? No, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. I think that'd be interesting. What other changes do you guys think of for ballots that you guys think of that are like interesting? Like I think economy is like one that's like it's hard to like know what I would even do to make the economy different, but I mean my idea of like making you pay for sliders somewhat. Nerf Poland? Yeah, I should nerf Poland. I could just take all this land, right? Like, you know, all belongs to me. Eh. Actually, no one cares. Yeah, no one cares. Yeah, I want to figure out how to make it so improved relations doesn't What the hell? And I have 31. I don't think I fixed it, but I don't even know what I changed. Like, no, it's not fixed. Okay, I need to like look into that at some point and figure out where that is. Well, I technically nerfed forwards quite a bit because like everyone has like defensive. Defensive is like super nerfed in this one. Blobhemia, yeah. I might bring back Blobhemia. Like, because if I make it so you can declare war like no CB in the HRE, it would go. Yeah, it would go pretty crazy, I think. It's crazy that AI even like AI gets antagonism from like AI is like never gonna get coalition now though, negative 50%. That's like kind of the idea though, is that the AI will take like way more land. That seems like reasonable. I should build some horses and see what that would cost. I don't have enough vampire. Bro, I could get civil wars. Why did I try Brandenburg? They're the worst. And then pick the wrong path. Oh, there's a bunch of land I need to integrate, isn't there? What's this? Oh, I can get back. I can get my vassal back. Yeah, give me that vassal back. I was like mid-annexing them, you jerks. I should just make them integrate that. You guys integrate that. Good luck. I think that I should lower the cost of fort maintenance. The mod is the mod is called, but it's not accessible on the workshop or anything. But it's called Fix Everything. That's like currently that's what the mod is called. It's not like out in the workshop or anything though. It's super like early on. But I think my idea though with it is like, okay, like work with my community and try to make the game like more fun. And like you know, like keep changing it as if we feel like things are too easy. The ultimate goal is to make the game enjoyable for longer periods of time. Just like tweak things until we can find like that. Like I mean, it really it shouldn't be my job to do this, but I want to make the game more fun, so that's why we're here. Yeah, I'm sure like DLCs would screw everything up. There's a lot of things I mean, I think the central thing is kind of drastic. It's just like really, I'm just trying to push you off of subject meta, like spamming. There's other ways to do this, like too. I thought. Will you get rid of the war score cost? Yes. Like it would be like a 0-0, like a net 0 CB. That would be the idea. Like it would just be like a 0-0 CB. Like destroy enemy or something. I think that I mean, but that's like that's my idea of having like a stability economy, if that makes like where like it's almost like I want to turn stability into mana. Right? Like I want to make the player want to pay for stability slider. That's kind of like the idea behind doing that, where it's like, okay. And then I would make it like, so you want to change laws, you can't do it through parliament, but you don't have to pay the ridiculous amount of stability. Like maybe you have to pay like 25 stability to change a law or something like that. So like you don't like it's gonna be like it's gonna hurt, but it's not like again, it'll just give you like another reason to like want to pay for your stability. It's kind of the idea behind that. And then like I think what I do with Parliament is just like remove the Parliament requests. But that's always what I've wanted for this forever. I mean, I could do that too. Well, I don't know how I would do that. Maybe what I could do is like make it so. I don't know how I would even do that. I think I would just make these like cost more than 100% support, and then like you would just be focused on the issue itself, right? That'd be like kind of the idea, like of it. Like you can still pass Parliament if you want to like do the things, of course. Just there's no additional requests. And then like yeah, make it so it's like chill. That's like if I want to do that. I mean, what do you guys think of like doing that though? I don't like I like the idea of being able to just war whenever you'd like. Or do you guys like the fabricate claim thing? Yeah, but I don't even like the other parliament agendas like requests. So I'm like, I kind of would just like remove this mechanic. I also think that I plan to just remove the hegemons too, as a side thing, and then give access to like assimilate area in the Age of Absolutism, and then buff assimilate area like it used to be, too. So it's like as good as the. Well, the thing about simulating those, if I just like remove that from the game, I guess it won't matter, right? No one's gonna care about culture conversion. That's kind of what I want, though. I don't want you to care about culture conversion, like it's EU4-ish, right? It's like, do you really care about culture conversion in EU4? No, not really. Like sure, you're trying to one culture or something, right? But it's more of like, not really. There's like, you know, it shouldn't be like this thing. I want hegemons to function like differently though, yeah. Like right now, the game would be like focused on all the changes that I'd make. I wouldn't even be. I think I would like want to look at the Age of Absolutism stuff, but I wouldn't even like make any changes towards that until like until I felt like it was in a good place. Like I think that I'd want to change absolutism to be like way stronger, but I don't know like what that would look like. And I think I'd want to give like a different like I don't know. It would be ideal to give like a new claim in that age that you could use, which I think would be like somewhat possible. Maybe tied to reform. I want to fix the naval governor to not require a connection. I need to see if you can figure that out properly, Kalashun. I just made it so that integrated does the same thing as chord, but I'd rather it just was all chord. I just couldn't figure out how to do it. Like I couldn't find the place where it like is coded to require like, you know, culture or something. But if you can find that, maybe it'd be cool. Like I was able to find the modifier for that. It doesn't matter. It's just like it's it's prettier, right? I'm really curious what it does to the AI though, because like I think in general this makes the AI like conquest for the AI is a lot stronger. Because I don't think the AI does a great job of like coring the land that they acquire, right? So it's like any land that they like have outside the region, like you know, like like this for example, it's like they're gonna get like a lot more value out of that once they finish integrating. I think it would be possible. Because they made it, I know that at one point they changed it so it required religion. So there must be some place where it's like, you know, it like has a flag that's like, oh, it requires X amount. It's not like a huge deal though, either way. Why? That was the point though. I had to. You can't make a video and say like, hey, I'm gonna make everything into cities and then just like don't do that. Or you're just like a liar. You wouldn't want that, would you? Wouldn't that be much worse? I don't think oh, maybe I could do that. I think it is based on that, isn't it? I mean, I'd be lying if I said you know, I said I was gonna make everything into cities, and then I did that. I think that was just like the way. Yeah, that's planned. So what I was gonna do is tie that to like age 2 and just like give it to every age. So like in age 2, you get like one naval and one of the other ones, and then like get rid of the other sources of it, and then get rid of the additional ones from like the going naval or whatever. So just like, and then like I think at age 4, then maybe I would like up it to like 2 of each, but I don't know. Something like that. And then I would take away the naval governor from having the requirement where it has to be disconnected as well. Like, you know, you could build a naval governor like on your coast or something like that. Yeah, I'm working on a new mod. Exactly. You're right though, right? Like it would be wrong of you if you didn't. Like you said. Like, hey, you said. What are you guys gonna be a dick? You're like, just kidding. No, like you're a dick if you do that. So yeah. I'm planning to maybe nerf strength in government too. I don't know, like I think what I want to do though is like once I like release it, I want to get like feedback from people that will play it and then be like, hey, these are what, you know, and then we'll like go and we'll like make adjustments. Like I don't know, like the coring thing, like I don't know people. I personally think it's okay. I just don't know what people think about that. Like not needing to culture convert and just taking that out of the game. Like, did people like that idea? It's kind of like a pretty big change, right? It like it basically makes integration way faster. You know? And then like I haven't really fought any wars where I have to like the fort scenario, but I'm like that could be like too strong. But I don't know. Rise of the Robber Barons. Oh god. And like I don't know if I have the right approach to the nerfing subjects thing, right? That may not be like the way. I think what I will do, I want to make it so you. I think I'll probably just take away the ability to swap to Republic because of the cheese, or something too, you know. But like, I don't know if I really need to do that. I guess so. I mean, what do you guys think of -20? Like, honestly, I don't think it's actually a bad simulation of being full decentralized, though. I was thinking about it, and I'm like, I don't actually think it's like. It kind of makes sense that you would have less control because you're super decentralized. So you would have like less control in your nation. In some ways, but I mean, the idea is it's just like you actively want to try to not be decentralized. Maybe you would, and into the sense that I made the subjects like more, like way more, and so that like I think the optimal way to play would still be to use subjects. It would just be to use less subjects. And then that's going to be like there's going to be a trade-off of that, right? Because I still think it would be the optimal way is to use subjects to help you integrate. But you're just not going to be able to spam subjects like that, and then as a result, it's going to be slower. And then like I'm really just like trying to make decentralization a really unattractive option. I guess you could probably just go -20 max control, and then yeah, I guess maybe what I'll do is just like I guess one way to nerf it further, I could just take away the loyalty of subjects. I think you still might get 100 control in your capital, but yeah, you might not. Like if you let's see, because you get 75, and then yeah, there's no way. Even with the -20, I don't think it would give you that. Not quite. It'd probably be like a town or a city, so you'd have like. Yeah, it would, even if you're max centralized, I think it wouldn't be that way. But it would be like anything besides your capital would be like really bad, though, right? Like if you had to, like, obviously I have Terminal in Brandenburg, but if I was super decentralized, it'd be bad too. I'll have to try playing like France, because like, but like at the same time, I don't really know. Like France is giga OP. Like even them having -20 control, like it's not like I feel like they would still be viable. Destroy the nation. I thought of like a scenario that would be like nice. Would be like if there was a way to make it so if it hit max, then it's like ridiculous. But I was like, no, it'd be like, but I think I could take away loyalty of subjects. So it's like, I don't know though. I feel like this is enough though. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm like, and we gave 20 control to the AI to like, the AI actually gets a benefit from like overall too, right? Well, not France because they're going to be max decentralized, but it's like they at least at the worst it counteracts that. But even someone that doesn't have subjects, I think, is going to be fairly decentralized. Yeah, it's like, but they're getting like a +12 control bonus. So it's like it's definitely gonna like buff the AI in a lot of ways. I don't know how like it's interesting that like I'm obviously I gave the AI like giga money too, plus 50% tax efficiency is like insane. I just want the AI to be able to play the video game, like I want to see what AI with money, because if they have money, they're gonna do more stuff. You would think. If I just tag it to people, like I mean, they don't. It's funny enough that like some of them don't even have that much money. I can't like their tax efficiency. I think it's when I tag it to them, though, they ruins their tax efficiency. Why are they getting so inflated? They're just minting. It's crazy how aggressive he is that I give him negative 50% antagonism received, and they still are almost getting coalitioned. I might even remove the penalty for like the AI where they won't take land. Oh, I think I also... I don't know if I did, but I was going to change coalition CB. I'm debating if I wanted, like, if I wanted to make it so you could separate peace. What do you mean negative 20 was not negative for me? But I was thinking of making it like so... I don't know. The no CB thing is like... It's interesting, but I don't know. Do you guys think that you prefer to get spied? Like, would you guys prefer no CB being like the way you go to war mostly? Or would you prefer it being like destroy enemy CB where you fabricate? Like, what sounds more interesting? Yeah, but I'm interested to hear other people's opinions too, of course. Oh, I'm supposed to do that cabinet action, aren't I? Yeah. I don't really care what I'm doing. I just like... More so to see what the AI does than even playing the campaign, though. Like, what is the AI gonna do? Oh, yeah, sure. There's not many people right now. But sure, let's look a little poll. There you guys go. There's a poll. Well, the point of I was gonna like make no CB like a more reasonable, like 15 stability to declare. So it like should be like not so not quite as painful. And I think my idea would be for the other claim would be like I would make it so you could get destroy enemy on everybody. Like anybody. Like they wouldn't have to rival you. You like you would just be eligible to do like destroy enemy on every nation. So I don't really care for like the RNG of they have to rival you. So I think I would like if I was to make fabricate game the main method, I think I would just like make it so you could fabricate on anyone. Kind of like basically just turn it into EU4. Where it's like, you know, you just fabricate claim on any of your neighbors. I just don't like the RNG of like the whole thing. But I think I would probably... I mean, it's a mod that's designed to make the game like more balanced. Like, I don't know if I need to worry about people cheesing, you know, but I'm like, I probably would like remove if like I could remove things like threat and war and reconquest CB just because they're generally used in a cheesy way. Like, you know, you like intentionally use the CB in a certain way. Right. It's like I don't know if I need to like care about people cheesing, like if they really want to. Like I could stop them from doing it, but that's I'm like this is a mod, like if you get a mod that's designed to make the game more balanced and you cheese, like I don't know, you know. That's you. I guess you can. But I don't want to make subjects useless. That's why I'm like I kind of think I feel like proximity speed is like I don't like it. The way that it was changed. I feel like it's like bad now. It's just like mediocre. Move the retreat cheese. Like you already don't want to hire mercs because you have to pay 200% cost. So I don't even know if you're gonna be using mercs much. Like we're talking 229 for 500 guys. Like it's freaking really expensive. I think. And like let's look at the maintenance. If you hire like one stack, for one, that's not even that big of a stack for 500 ducats, but look at the freaking cost to maintain that little stack of guys. Like I don't know, like mercenaries are gonna be really tough to use for sure, like already. So I don't know that we need to like who knows. I don't know what the retreat cheese is though, but I think mercenaries are already gonna be rough. Yeah, like, I mean, what other values do you think would be like interesting to change? I think I thought about changing that because like if I make, I feel like that if I take away the culture requirement for coring, like no one cares about culture, right? And so it's kind of like maybe you want to change the values so you to things that you would actually care about. Like humanist, I think I might like give humanist like more tolerance even. And then give like spiritualists like tolerance like I guess it already has 2 tolerance to the true faith. Might just take away the possible cleric so it's like not, yeah, I don't know. It's I guess a value I don't really care about one way or the other. Might just take away the extra like nobles you get from this too. Just get rid of it, you know. Possible nobles in towns and cities, no, just get rid of it. Or at least give the burgers one an equal one or something. I think some people think possible clerics is important, but I don't really know why. I don't really care about it that much, personally, but... Yeah. But I think this, like... I don't know, I think this subject nerf seems reasonable. I could go further, but I'm like... So, that's crazy that someone said that they would still go, like, Vassal Swarm. I'm like, really? Oh, I was gonna make another change too, though. I was gonna make it so Diplo spending no longer gives you bonus max diplo or sorry, diplo capacity. I'm gonna take that away. I somewhat know journalist. So I have a video coming up that me and journalist just the other day where we chatted for like we ended up chatting for like 4 hours about different stuff of the game. I'll have to post that video eventually, but I have to edit it, so you know, life's hard. But we'll that'll be something to look forward to. But I think I'm planning to get rid of diplo capacity here. Yeah, I could do that. I feel like that's like fine tuning it though. Like I think for now it's just like, yeah, I don't care about culture. You know, it'd be like like it's just like that's easy. But yeah, if I want to make it like that you still care, I would probably want to do something like that. I don't really feel like I don't really like that culture is. I don't like the culture minigame. Like, just let me in. Like, it's already slow enough for me to integrate land as it is. Do I really need to be like slowed down any further? I kind of want to adjust Diplo spending. Like, I think I might change Diplo spending though too. Just making it like I feel like it's like too expensive later on in the campaign to be like interesting. Maybe I'll make it do something different. Like some sort of way that you would like want to have it. Like maybe like I don't know what, but I mean maybe I'll add stability. Paying for stability like might give you like a little prosperity buff or something too. Like I want to incentivize people to pay for the sliders, which like puts a strain in their economy, but in a way that they like there was some sort of payout. Yeah, the base changes first. I don't know. I already want to figure out a way to give people more antagonism, so probably not gonna make less, you know. Like I want to make it so the player gets more antagonism in general, so it's like harder to conquer. I'm trying to like increase longevity of a campaign. Seems like a lot of you like fabricate claim though. I think maybe we'll do that then. I want to add advances to Germany, you know, but that's like not important. Yeah, and then I think that I'll just make it so that you can do. I mean, the idea would be like that you can just like fabricate a destroy enemy on like everybody. There's no like requirements. Like it doesn't matter if you're rivals or whatever. Although it's almost like I wish there was a system in the game. Yeah, people don't like no CB. They're like you know, they think that's too OP. Never use no CB. I'll try to make some more changes to it though. Too. Yeah, I can make it on my. That's an interesting thought process, yeah. Uh-oh, Portugal. What's going on there? You get murdered? Oh, those mercenaries I was paying for. I'm not even like playing this around them, just like it's more of just a test to see like curious what the AI does. The items actually do something. What if I buff the Ottomans? Do they even care? You be mad? No, not to play it like for the AI, mostly. Or is that's the design idea behind it anyways? I mean, Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. I don't really know. I was just thinking of buffing their government reform to like make it super OP. Like I could tie it to their government reform though, I'm sure, like in the just give them like insane modifiers to make them stronger. But yeah. I mean, what would you need to do to make them stronger? Or make them win? I don't know. They actually have insane tax base already. 225. I think the AI is already going to do extremely well with this, like the way that I've buffed them. Do you guys think this is sufficient to nerf the subject meta though? I think it is, but I guess I'd have to test it. I guess it does, like, no matter what, it makes the subject matter a lot worse. I mean, the items, maybe they're already popping off. I'm kind of to see what the AI does. I feel like, I mean, I kind of went the approach of like give the AI more money so they'll expand, like they'll be like able to expand more. I think if I make him take more land, like how could I do that though? Like how could I convince them to take more land in war? Like they occupied Byzantium and took nothing. Basically, right? Give them negative 100% antagonism. I could, that'd be kind of funny. Just give the AI negative 100, like they could conquer without any limit. Yeah, I can't do that. I don't know how the value system works with the AI. Is this a defensive war? Long through on threat. Yeah. I'll work on some more stuff though. I don't know. I think coring, like the way that I changed the ability to core actually might help. Where it's like they get full core value of stuff. I mean, once they integrate it. I've tempted to like double integration, but I don't know if I want to do that. Risky. Like speed. Look at the Blobhemia though, they're already freaking going insane. Do you guys think that a lot of people hated the big HRE thing? I'm like, I always liked the big Bohemia. They have a little bit of professionals. Sorry, you cooked. They're gonna kill you. Sorry, Austria, you're dead. Nothing I could do. I went bankrupt. I'm not really playing. It's kind of seeing what the AI does. I like the idea with I think the subject thing is like a detriment though. Like, there's no way that the people would like want a subject span with the -20 malus, right? Of control. There's no way. I think, but people will make me second guess. I'm like, it's -20 max control's not enough. Like, unfortunately, the AI always is going to be like. I think the AI. I think values are actually like a bad system in general because they are something only the player benefits from. Basically, I think. Like the AI like doesn't understand how to push values. So it's like I feel like it's just like if you push values as the player, you just at advantage. I don't think I would want to subject span with that either, with -20 control. I'll just remove values from the game. They're too good for the player, you know. I love that the fort sunk cost extra though. It's gonna be nice. Super good. Yeah, 0%. Just change this to 0%. Like, I love that. I need to get rid of this. I mean, I guess I don't have to get rid of it, but I feel like I want to. EU5 is fixed. No, I mean, the bottom line is to make the game more enjoyable for me, right? Like that's all. It's always the bottom line. I want to actually. I don't know how to do this, but I want to make it so. What about it? Sorry, you distracted me. But I was gonna say I want to make it so that I was gonna disable the ability to offer humiliate, and and then make it so you can only get 10 war score from money. Those are like some other changes I wanted to do. Like the cap would be like 10 war score there. Humiliate isn't something that the AI will want. Which I probably just remove it because I'm lazy and couldn't figure that out, but I don't know what like how I feel integration stuff. Like I think that using subjects is still like I think the idea is that I want people to I want subjects to be good. Just I think I want people to use small or larger subjects. So it's like more annoying to annex those. And then I'm going to remove the modifier of where you annex smaller subjects faster. That would be like another change I'd want. But I could see integrating being like changed too. I think that in general like the cabin efficiency is like too strong right now too. I think they integrate with like all their cabinet actions, generally speaking. Yeah, they like spam integrate. That's if they can. That's like the priority. You know, I know that because if you like try to automate the cabinet, they'll do that too. I mean, they're definitely like super rich. I don't know. They might like pop off already with the changes I made. They seem insanely rich. Why are they researching anything? Weird. They're just not researching anything. Why? Did I break something? No. It's just them. It's a mod I'm working on. Yeah. Like maybe the Ottomans are already like cooking though. They seem pretty strong. I'm sure they're making a lot more money if I don't look at them though. 50% tax efficiency goes crazy. I'm sure. But I mean, it affects all the AI equally, so you would think it's going to make all the AI stronger. So far the mod will do like culture conversion doesn't matter. So they're basically just like one form of core. So like I just basically made it so the integrated has the same modifier as chord. Like effectively you don't need to culture convert. And then decentralized is like gigabad, so it scales to -20 max control. And then every subject gives 1.1 towards decentralized. To like you can use subjects, but the idea is it pushes you towards smaller and larger subjects because you like really don't want to be decentralized. I would imagine with that malice of -20 max control, you would avoid it. And then other changes were the forts. You don't need. Yeah, I removed the 100% worse for cost for an occupied fort. And then I made it the lazy way for me to fix the balance between professionals and levies is to make it so the player has to pay 200% for mercenary cost, maintenance, and just in general, right? And then I changed very hard to give the AI like some insane buffs, but the buffs are non-combat buffs specifically. So you shouldn't have like a difference in combat, but like giving them like I might just change this to like the normal settings, so it's like I'll probably should just change this to like default. And I gave them +20 max control, so because they're all going to be decentralized, right? Because that's just how it is. So like they won't get hurt by the decentralized change. Like France or Bohemia wouldn't be like crippled because I give them -20 max control, right? They're getting it back, so it's like for France to be like net even. So it's like kind of just like counteracts that here. So that's the changes I've gotten on 2 so far. Or thought about wanting to do so far. I think that I mean there's other things I'm thinking of, like I want to make the siege bonus better. But I guess if I'm already making, and I might like, maybe I'll tone it back to like 100% more for armies. Like 200% might be like impossible. But I mean, I don't know. The idea is that professionals are so broken that I don't want you to have access to them, like on a large scale. But we'll just have to like, but that's not like a good solution to. I feel like there's better solutions to the problem. I feel like there's just like the lazy solution to the problem. Like, oh, you can't have many professionals. Which I'm like, maybe 200% is just like too much. Maybe like 100%. But I'd rather just fix the balance between professionals and levies. But I don't know how to go about that at all. So, I just no idea. Yeah. But I still think the meta would be using subjects, just not as many. Because you're not going to be able, like, there's no chance that you can just spam small subjects like that. The integration thing's like an interesting one. I don't know if I like it. I kind of just like, I don't want subjects to be used to like culture convert, because I don't know, that's not interesting to me. I think though, if I could figure out how to change the thing that like control affects, I just don't know if I really care for culture affecting your coring though, like in general. I'm like, I've never really liked that. So I'm like, maybe that's okay with me. But I think it'll buff the AI too, obviously, to make it so they like all their land. It's like, you know, like look at Bohemia. It's, well, I guess they actually like, they've accepted that culture, but like Saxon culture, they probably haven't accepted. But things like that, I'm like, yeah. But it also like this make the AI like tend to be more aggressive, I think, too. Which I not like. Maybe people don't like, but I mean, it's also the mod is very tuned to like how I want to play the game, not like here is a good thing for everybody, you know. Yeah, I could do that. Like make plutocracy give. Also, I was actually just thinking about removing the possible nobles as the modifier, but I could do that. I nerfed defensive, so it only gives 10 fort defense to match the offensive of 10 siege ability. I think I'll get rid of the fort defense though, like malice here too. But I wanted to make it so like offensive defense is more fair. Right. I almost feel like it would be like, I don't know what'd be better. A lot of values I'm just like, I don't even. Part of me doesn't like the value system when I think about it more and more. Like it kind of just like is a system that's designed for the player. Like I'd be tempted just to like get rid of the freaking system. I just don't like that it's like the AI is never going to push like max central or whatever. They're going to be like, they're always going to be decentral. You know, like I actually don't think I like this value system that much. Negative siege ability. It could. There's lots of stuff that I can do with it. I'm just gonna work on like the basics though first, and then we'll move on from there. Offensive is negative fort defense. Yeah. Well, I took like in this mod I made the fort defense like way nerfed. But I could probably like, but that's like that's like your ability like if the AI goes offensive, it's a buff for you. Like so I should probably nerf that because if the AI goes, it's actually like a giga good for you if the AI goes offensive. Because then you like siege faster. But I think that I might like adjust fort maintenance as well. So that the AI like, because if forts aren't gonna be like mandatory, to siege down. I might just like lower the cost of them to maintain. So like, I could have a ton of forts, but it's like it doesn't really matter. Like it's more like going to be like if you siege Paris, the war's over, right? Like it's not going to be like, oh, you need to sit there and siege everything. Like once you crush all their armies, you can just end the war. That's kind of the intent. Like if you can win their armies, then you can take the land you want and whatever. Yeah, I might like change that. Professionals, though, I don't know. Maybe like 200% is like overkill for you to have to pay. But I want a mercenaries to be like really like kind of like the way they feel like in the EU4. Like you're gonna go into debt if you like merc up. Like it's not like a it's a desperate times desperate measures scenario. You could do it, but it's like going to be painful. Because mercs are pretty OP too, right? Against levies. Maybe I just need to like maybe I need to make a save or just like keep buffing levy combat efficiency though too. I just don't know how that would look. Like ultimately I'd like that system to be more balanced, but it's like I don't really know how to fix that. But anyways, that's gonna do it for now, guys. I just like was testing a bit. I'll have to work on the mod more. It's coming along though. If I could figure out the integrated thing, I'll have to message you, Color Sean, and see if you can help me out. But anyways, take care, guys.